Barack Obama said something. He said the future of our economy relies on entrepreneurs. So you can see the importance of having entrepreneurs. A nation that is not producing entrepreneurs will be a poor nation. That nation won't grow. There will not be jobs for young people. There will be the inequality will be climbing. So entrepreneurs are very, very important. And that's one thing I've been able to see in the United States of America. People have this mindset to start something. You go to different states, you see a lot of businesses just springing up. They have this mindset. And that's the mindset I want to inculcate in you guys today. And this woman also says something. Okay. Before I move to that woman, one of the entrepreneurs in the US is Elon Musk, and I'm sure you know that he grew up in South Africa and he went to the United States of America. And he said when he got to North America, he just had $2,000, and he paid his way through college. He went to university, but he didn't complete it. By the time he was graduating from university, he had a lot of debts, and you know that in the United States of America, a lot of people have debts. But today he has a lot of companies. I'm sure you know about Tesla, you know about SpaceX, you know about the Boring Company that he's doing, and you know about all his big ideas, So these are guys that think of starting something. And the future of, United States of America, depends on them. And look at what our minister just said, Minister of Higher Education. She said she's not really thinking about, she's not bothered. She doesn't want to think about the type of job you want to do. What she's interested in is where the enterprise people are going to start. The businesses you are going to start. And we did that in South Africa. I think I tweeted recently that we are sitting on the time bomb in South Africa. If we don't create jobs, there's going to be a problem because people don't have jobs. So we need to really begin to think about that, encouraging people to think of creating jobs and things like that. Here's my philosophy regarding entrepreneurship. Find something you love doing without somebody paying you to do it, and do it so well that someone will pay you to do it. That's my philosophy. Find something. I like a lot of people that start businesses, they have products. I like these, they have products. But you see, sometimes you don't really have to have a product to start a business. For example, if you like making people laugh, you can have, a business around that. You bring people into one hall that you have rented, and you make them laugh, and they pay you. That's your business. You understand? So, you like writing, like you enjoy writing. You can have your own blog. Start blogging, and people will advertise on your blog. So that's a business. But we also need, real entrepreneurship, like things like these. Want to make products, but there are also services that you can also have. I've always loved entrepreneurship from the time I was in the secondary school. Whether you're talking about the traditional entrepreneurship, when you go into it to make money, or social entrepreneurship, where you are doing it for fulfillment, where you are doing it to contribute to your community, like what I'm doing right now, and I think I love it. Money is not everything. Some of you were talking about want to make money. It's good to make money, But what I have realized is this: when you find something you love doing and you do it so well, money will follow you. Money will run after you. And when you want to go into business, your primary assignment, your goal should really not be because of money. It's because you want to make an impact. You want to solve a problem. You want to make life easier for people. That should be your goal. Because starting a business is not a joke. You're going to have a lot of problems. If money is your goal for going into a business, when you have the first problem, when you have the first order, you are going to drop it. You understand? So you should have passion. In secondary school, the first business, I'll call it social entrepreneurship thing that we started a faith-based organization in my secondary school. I gathered some people together and I said, look, let's begin to think about faith. Let's make our community better. And we changed the secondary school when I was in secondary school. So that was something that I started, Being able to get people together is not really a joke. Being able to lead people, being able to bring your colleagues together. That was the first thing I did. Just trying to tell you some of the things I've done before. During my undergraduate days, there's this thing called ASU strike. If you grew up in Nigeria, you know about ASU strike. ASU is the Association of University Lecturer, things like that. And there used to be a lot of strikes when I was in the university. But during that time that there was a strike, we decided to have a tutorial business. We decided to organize lessons for secondary school students and primary school students, and we didn't even have a structure, but there was a school that they were not using, and we went to meet them. We said, look, we want to use this place, and we're able to do that kind of a business. And I did it with a friend of mine. The guy, you are seeing that picture there, he also has a PhD. He did his master's in Oxford, accounting. He has his own business too. So we did that when I was in secondary school. So I'm just trying to tell you that some of us, we might have started things that we didn't really think about. Begin to think about. You must sit yourself down and ask yourself, what do I love doing? What's my one thing? What is my passion? It's very, very important for you to know that. And let me tell you something. Although we're talking about turning your research into business, but sometimes it doesn't have to be your research that you're going to turn into business in future. I know people that read medicine and surgery. Today they are into baking, and they are doing well. They are known all over the world. Some of them are, they're cooking and things like that. So I just want you to really understand that. Then after graduating, I went into publishing, because I enjoy reading a lot. I read a lot of books, there was a time I saw the picture of a somebody, my sister shared a picture of a baby, reading in the toilet, the beautiful picture, and I do these things. Sometimes when I go to the toilet, I read, I just like reading. So what I did was I went into publication, magazine publication. We did 2 editions. In Frank's magazine, it was for the youth. We were able to raise money to do the magazine. We got adverts and things like that. But when I got a job, I stopped. When I got a job in the university as a lecturer, I stopped doing that. Then, been doing some of those things. Then this really affected my life, changed my mindset. When I was completing my PhD degree, I was selected to attend, a program in University of California, Davis. Is on entrepreneurship. It was called Food and Earth Entrepreneurship, and they selected PhD candidates, postdoctoral students, and lecturers. And we had this intensive workshop and training on entrepreneurship, and that really changed my mindset. And we're able to meet angels, we're able to meet venture capitalists. They told us about how to come up with your business model. They told us about how to come up with your elevator pitch and things like that. So that really changed my mindset. And you make your money from there. So it's just all about thinking. Publish a lot of articles, but I've not really published, books on both sides. But I'm still going to do that in the future. But you see that this is my passion, talking to people about, innovation, talking to people about investing. I love talking to people about investing. I also Bitcoin. I'm also into Bitcoin or blockchain the other time, whether we like it or not. Cryptocurrency is the future and things like that. So it's very, very risky. Okay, very, very risky. If you don't like taking risks, please don't go into it. Then another thing I did was to start this Operation Transform. Operation Transform organized this workshop. I started Operation Transform. Transform is not for profit, and our goal is to empower. Our goal is to encourage young people to begin to think about entrepreneurship. Our goal also empower smallholder farmers, and that is part of my research. I have a research sponsored by Department of Agriculture on adding value. My non-for-profit, empowering smallholder farmers and things like that. Okay. Then I'm also into blogging. Although I've not started making money from my blogs, I've been blogging. But what I've been able to realize about blogging, if you don't poke nose into people's affairs, I call them in Nigeria, they call them I'm a boss. If you don't really make a lot of money, if you don't talk about somebody snatched one person's wife, one person's boyfriend, you don't really make a lot of money talking about, but I'm also into blogging and things like that. My blog, try to encourage people, that kind of a thing. So these are some of the things I've done, my initiative to farmers. Some of the research that we did, teaching people how to undo their food very well so that they will reduce foodborne illnesses, and also trying to involve farmers, and also some of the things we've been doing about, involving training farmers, how to add value, how to make simple products, maybe something like yogurt, soy yogurt, how to make bread. Some of my students participated in that project. And these are some of there's something that we've done before, some of the workshops that we've done before. We organized a workshop which we entitled Excellence in Life and Business Workshop. We did it, and it was well attended. Nobody paid any money for that workshop. We just the people come and listen, come and be blessed. Meetings for young people, telling them about entrepreneurship, that kind of thing. That's part of Operation Transform. And we've also done some other product work in Nigeria. Also, my passion is also to reach out to people in Nigeria, young people in Nigeria, that kind of thing that we've done. My challenge to you guys: start something, make a difference. Start something, make it different. Take a risk. Profit will follow. Start something. I shared this thing. I shared this thing recently. And funny enough, a lot of people liked it. I told them about 3 friends. 3 friends came together. And they came up with an initiative. And the initiative became Airbnb. How many of you know about Airbnb? How many of you have stayed in Airbnb before? When I went to St. Louis, Missouri, I stayed with a guy in St. Louis, Missouri, and very nice guy. The guy is an Ethiopian, based in the US. I stayed with him. So Airbnb, say for example, if you have a spare room, you have 3-bedroom flat, and you have a spare room, you can register it on their website, and you get some money. Somebody will come and be staying in that room, but you make the place conducive. Somebody will come and pay this, but you register on their website, and their website now is doing well. It's called Airbnb. This guy started that business, but today is a thriving business. And I was encouraging people, be a co-builder, be a co-founder, found something, find 3 people or 2 people, sometimes you don't want to do it all alone, and do something. And a lot of people share this thing. I think I posted it about 2 days ago, and somebody said something, you might not see it very well, and he said something that I'm encouraging people to start businesses, but do I know that 90% of businesses that start in a year don't make it? I said, yes, I know. But if you do it the first time, it doesn't work, do it the second time. Do it the second time. Do it the third time. Remember Thomas Edison. Keep trying. Success awaits. You'll be successful if you don't give up. Thomas Edison said something. He said, I failed my way into success. So I hope that today you'll be able to think big. Today, I want you to think big. Think big. Today, you can make it. You must believe you can make it. You must believe that you can make a difference in your community. And think big is an acronym, based on a book by Thomas Edison. Sorry, not Thomas Edison. What's the name of this man? Ben Carson. Based on a book by Ben Carson, powerful book. He was also the one that wrote Gifted Hands. And if you can get your hand on that book and read it, think big. But the last thing is God. You must believe in God. You must believe that there is a creator, there is a being. You must trust him. And with that, you can do all things. There's nothing you cannot do. There's nothing that will stand, against you. Today, I want to encourage you that you can make it. You can make a difference in Africa. You can change the community. You can change this country. You can change this country. People. Thank you. Any questions?